What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. As promised, I'm going to give you that interesting story around Liverpool's desire to sign Carlos Baleba and the fact that they're going to have to battle Manchester City for his signature. We're going to be giving you the eye-watering price tag that has been put on his shoulders. We're also going to be telling you about Liverpool's apparent interest in FRIMPONG, a little bit on the contract situation for Mohamed Salah, which is developing into a very big story, and a couple of other interesting bits and pieces, including an attacker from Serie A that the Reds have been linked with. That and lots more going to come up over the next 8 to 10 minutes, but you know the score. I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section what you've watched it. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like on the video, and of course we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. We have so much to get through, and I'm just going to fly straight into it. So I want to credit Ben Bosak here for a piece that he brought out, and the link to the full video of that is in the description of tonight's Late Night Agenda stream. But renowned Egyptian journalist Ahmed Atta has said, what I know now that recently Mohamed Salah got a formal contract offer with less than, not even close to, his current salary. So I don't know what Liverpool's administration are thinking in the boardroom. And this piece, as I mentioned, full credit to Anfield Sector and Ben Bosak. It is at least thought-provoking, you know, because what we know is that Mohamed, Virgil, Trent and Ibrahima have all had contract offers that are on the table from Liverpool Football Club. But we also know that none of them have signed them yet. And we wondered why. Well, it looks as if we have our answer. My thought process around it maybe being lowballed feels like it's coming to roost. And that piece from Ben Bosak backs that up. Imagine offering Mohamed Salah less than he's currently on with the season he's having and thinking he's going to stay. We also covered a piece tonight that suggested from Graham Bailey that Liverpool's dressing room and players are beginning to become frustrated with the situation with Virgil van Dijk's contract and that the club haven't resolved it yet. Now, I don't mean frustrated with Virgil. They want Virgil to stay, but they're frustrated with the club. I also mentioned to you guys that we're going to give you a little piece there on Frimpong, and it's believed that there's a gentleman's agreement between himself and Leverkusen that he can leave this summer. Liverpool have been linked once again with a move for him, but I'd be really surprised because he doesn't really play at right back, and we need a right back. He plays as right wing back or a right winger, and I just don't see that he fits in naturally to Arne Slot's system. But I guess we're going to find out in the summer. Now, of course, if Trent signs new deal at the club, we don't need to worry about this whatsoever because, well, unless he's going to be converted to a right winger and Salah leaves, I don't see Frimpong being at Liverpool. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. A fee of about £40 million is the number there. Now, Kelleher, let's talk about him for a second. A piece here from Football Insider said that Kelleher remains a top target for Chelsea this summer, with the Blues prepared to pay up to £40 million for Liverpool's second choice goalkeeper. I would be very surprised if they paid £40 million with him just having 1 year to go on his contract. Now, I believe he's worth every penny of £40 million, but with the situation in the goalkeeping department at Anfield so up in the air, is there anything to be said for trying to get Kelleher to stay, particularly if the club are open to selling Alisson Becker, as we've seen some reports of over the last week? Now, I again have no idea whether those reports about Alisson Becker are true or not, but Kelleher, I would absolutely do everything to try and keep him at the club. Now, I know Quiveen probably has his mind made up to move away at this point, especially with the club having signed Georgi Mamardashvili, but £40 million to Chelsea. They need a goalkeeper. Sanchez isn't that great. If I was Newcastle, I'd also be looking at him, and I think they are. But let me know your thoughts on this one. Quiveen Kelleher, £40 million to Chelsea. Do you think it's going to happen? So next up, we've spoken about tonight in the Late Night Agenda that Arne Slot, Sipka Hulshoff and Liverpool Football Club have accepted the charges that were put at them after the Merseyside derby, and then the only question that remained was, when will Arne Slot serve that 2-game touchline ban? Lewis Steele has reported that you would expect Arne Slot to be handed his punishment in the next few days, but if he's not charged by Wednesday, there is a chance he could miss the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. Now, surely it doesn't drag on that long. I would imagine he may miss Newcastle in the Premier League at Anfield next Wednesday and perhaps the game after that. But surely he can't miss a cup final. That would be absolute madness. Another article here, and this time talking about a Serie A attacker that Liverpool are rumoured to have an interest in, and that attacker is Ademola Lookman. So Give Me Sports say that Liverpool and Arsenal have been linked with him in recent times. 27 years of age, a star performer for Atalanta in Serie A, and despite flopping, they say, at the likes of Everton, Fulham and Leicester previously in the Premier League, I just don't believe this one for a couple of reasons. One, the age of the player. 27 isn't really an age that Liverpool are renowned for going out and bringing in attackers. Yeah, it's a no for me on that one. Now, another piece from Spain, from Ficaje's also claimed that Liverpool are interested, but only as a potential replacement for Luis Diaz. Again, I don't see it, but let me know your thoughts. They mentioned £25 million as the number that it would take to sign Ademola Lookman. So let me know your thoughts on this one. It will be a no from me, but, you know, as a backup to Gakpo, £25 million. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Would you take it, or do you think it's absolute silliness? Which I do. The final piece, which is the biggest article that I've saved for this video, is around Carlos Baleba. And again, this piece comes from Give Me Sport, and credit to Transfer Sector on X for posting it. This piece said that Liverpool are looking to beat Manchester City to the signing of Brighton's Carlos Baleba this summer. So far, no real problems with this story. We know that Liverpool have had an interest in Baleba previously. We know that Brighton are very good about bringing in talent. But it's the price tag that really makes me wince when I look at it. An offer of at least £115 million would be required to stand any chance of reaching an agreement with Brighton. Now, I don't know if this is lazy journalism, kind of going back to the Caicedo price, but £115 million? I think they paid about 26 when they signed him from the French League. But I don't know here. As much as I do like the player, and I do think he could do a job at Liverpool, £115 million seems very, very steep. But then again, this is why Brighton do what they do. They go in, find these players, bring them to the Premier League, put them in the shop window, and then they usually cash in and make big, big money. So let me know your thoughts on this. We don't want to see a situation where Manchester City go and get Baleba and Florian Wirtz on top of the other signings that they've already made. And as much as I'd love him at Liverpool, I just can't see us spending £115 million on Carlos Baleba. But I want to know what you guys think about it. That is pretty much it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies that this video is coming out a little bit later than I intended, but I forgot one of the pieces of it when I recorded it the first time, so I've had to come back and record it a second time. I will see you guys tomorrow for the late night agenda at 8:45. There'll be a news video coming out as well tomorrow evening. But until then, thank you so much for your support, for helping us to reach 300,000 subscribers. We simply couldn't do it without you, and we'll continue to try and make sure that we repay the faith you've put in us. And for my own family as well, on the personal level, thank you for all of your support. Talk to you soon, my friends. Again, looking forward to your comments below. Drop a like if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.